tries so hard just to sit in the yard and stare at the sky so blue. I got a new way of walking and a new way of talking, honey, when I'm around you. But it gives me the blues when I got some good news and you're not there to bring it to. Life is a blessing, it's a delicatessen of all the little favors you do. All wrapped up together, no matter the weather, baby, I always come through. Well, it's a measure of treasure that gives me the pleasure of loving you the way I do. And you know I would gladly say I need your love badly and bring these little things to you. 'Cause you got gold, gold inside of you. You got gold, gold inside of you. Well, I got some gold inside me too. Thinking I'm knowing that I gotta be going. You know I hate to say so long. It gives me an ocean of mixed up emotion. I'll have to work it out in a song. Well, I'm leaving a lot for the little I got, but you know a lot of little will do. And if you give me your love, I'll let it shine up above and light my way back home to you. 'Cause you got gold, gold inside of you. You got gold, gold inside of you. Well, I got some gold inside me too. You got wheels turning inside of you. You got wheels turning inside of you. Well, I got wheels turning inside me too. Thanks a lot. That song there I wrote with my good friend from Memphis, Keith Sachs. We're playing selections from a new record, The Missing Years, mostly tonight. You must be Daddy's little pumpkin, I could tell by the way you roll. You must be Daddy's little pumpkin, I can tell by the way you roll. You must be Daddy's little pumpkin, I can tell by the way you roll. Why, it's 11:15 and you're sleeping on the bedroom floor. I can see the fire burning right behind your eyes. I can see the fire burning, baby, burning right behind your eyes. You must have swallowed a candle or some other kind of surprise. Well, I'm going down to Memphis, got $300 in cash. Yeah, I'm going down to Memphis, got $300 in cash. All the women in Memphis want to see how long my money will last. Somebody's cage. Yeah, I'm going downtown, I'm gonna rattle somebody's cage. I'm gonna beat on my guitar and strut all around the stage. If you see my baby coming, don't you tell her that her daddy's in jail. If you see my baby coming, don't you tell her that her daddy's in jail. She's sell her little pumpkin, just a real sweet daddy's babe. You must be daddy's little pumpkin, I can tell by the way you roll. You must be daddy's little pumpkin, I can tell by the way you roll. Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Thank you. Up in the morning, work like a dog is better than sitting like a bump on a log. Mind all your manners, be quiet as a mouse. Someday you'll own a home that's as big as a house. Well, I know a fella, he eats like a horse, knocks his old balls around the old golf course. You ought to see his wife, she's a cute little dish. She smokes like a chimney and drinks like a fish. And there's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Now Elvis had a woman with a head like a rock. I wished I had a woman that made my knees knock. She'd sing like an angel, eat like a bird. And if I wrote a song, she'd know every single word. And there's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Kiss a little baby, the world a smile. And if you take an inch, give him back a mile. 'Cause if you lie like a rug and you don't give a damn, so I'm sitting in a hotel trying to write a song. My head is just as empty as a day is long. Why, it's clear as a bell, I should have gone to school. I'd be wise as an owl instead of stubborn as a mule. And there's a big old goofy man dancing with a big old goofy girl. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Ooh, baby, it's a big old goofy world. Yeah, it is. Goofy world. Well, being that I'm here doing Austin City Limits, once again, I'd like to do a Steve Goodman song. This was a song Steve wrote about his father, Bud Goodman, after Bud died of a sudden heart attack. It took Steve about 6 months for everything to soak in. He kept telling me he was wondering when it was going to soak in, but he didn't know it turned into a song. And usually every time he finished a song, he'd get on a payphone wherever he was in the country and call me and say, "Prine, I got one." Come down and start playing his guitar, you know. And that's how I heard this song the first time. I always thought this was a real pretty one. It's called My Old Man. I miss tonight. I wish he was here with me. And his cheap cigars. He could look you in the eyes and sell you a car. That's not an easy thing to do. But no one ever knew a more charming creature on this old earth than my old man. He was a pilot in the U.S. Army Air Corps, in the C-47 with a heavy load, carrying cargo or Burma Road. And after they dropped the bomb, he came home and married Mom. And not too long after that, he became my old man. time my brother and me got him mad. He get all bored up, he start to shout. We knew what was coming, so we tuned him out. Now man is gone, and I give all I own just to hear what he said when I wasn't listening to my old man. I miss the old man tonight. I can almost see his face. He was always trying to watch his weight. His heart only made it to 58. And for the first time since he died, late last night I cried. I was wondering when I was gonna go and do that for my old man. That's a Steve Goodman song. Thank you. I got the idea for this song. I guess somebody was telling me at a party once, a couple of years back. I don't know how we got around to this conversation, but somebody started telling me that there was all these missing years in the life of Jesus. He was missing from the time he was 12 until he was 30. And I said, you mean like nobody knew where he was? And he said, nobody. So that kind of like stuck in the back of my mind, you know. Thought nobody. One of the most influential and controversial figures in the history of mankind, and nobody knows where he was for 18 years. I once with this waitress for a couple of days, and by the time we got back to Nashville, everybody knew where we were. Jesus, the missing years. It was raining, it was cold. West Bethlehem was no place for a 12-year-old. So he packed his bag and he headed out to find out what the world's about. He went to France, he went to Spain. He found love, he found pain. He found stores, so he started to shop. But he had no money, so he got in trouble with a cop. Kids in trouble with the cops from Israel didn't have no home, so he cut his hair and he moved to Rome. It was there he met his Irish bride, and they rented a flat on the Lower East Side of Rome. Italy, that is. Music publishers, book binders, Bible belters, money changers, spoon vendors, and lots of pretty Italian chicks. Charlie bought some popcorn, Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't go that far. And things shut down at midnight, at least round here they do. Because we all reside down the block inside 23 Skidoo. Wine was flowing, so were beers. So Jesus found his missing years. He went to a dance and said, this don't move me. So he hiked up his pants and he went to a movie. On his 13th birthday, he saw Rebel Without a Cause. He went straight on home and invented Santa Claus, who gave him a gift and he responded in kind. He gave the gift of love and went out of his mind. You see, him and the wife wasn't getting along. So he took out his guitar and he wrote a song called The Dove of Love Fell Off the Perch. but he couldn't get divorced in the Catholic Church. At least not back then, anyhow. Jesus was a good guy. He didn't need this shit. So he took a pill with a bag of peanuts and a Coca-Cola and he swallowed it. He discovered the Beatles. He recorded with the Stones. Once he even opened up a three-way package in Southern California for old George Jones. And Charlie bought some popcorn, and Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't go that far. And things shut down at midnight, at least round here they do. 'Cause we all reside down the block inside of 23 Skidoo. The years went by like sweet little days, with babies crying pork chops and Beaujolais. When he woke up, he was 17. The world was angry, the world was mean. Why, the man down the street and the kid on the stoop all agreed that life stank, all the world smelled like poop. Baby poop, that is. The worst kind. So he grew his hair long and threw away his comb, headed back to Jerusalem to find Mom and Dad and home. But when he got there, the cupboard was bare, except for an old black man with a fishing rod. He said, "What are you going to be when you grow up?" Jesus said, "God." Oh my God, what have I got myself into? I'm a human corkscrew. All my wine is blood. They're going to kill me, Mama. They don't like me, bud. So Jesus went to heaven. And he went there awful quick. All them people killed him. And he wasn't even sick. So come and gather around me, my contemporary peers, and I'll tell you all the story of Jesus, the missing years. Charlie bought some popcorn, and Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't go that far. And things shut down at midnight, at least round here they do. 'Cause we all reside down the block inside 23 Skidoo. We all reside down the block inside 23 Skidoo. Thank you. Everything is cool, everything's okay. Why, just before last Christmas, my baby went away. Across the sea to an island, while the bridges brightly burn. So far away from my land, the valley of the unconcerned. I was walking down the road, man, just looking at my shoes, when God sent me an angel just to chase away my blues. I saw 100,000 blackbirds just flying through the sky, and they seemed to form a teardrop from a black-haired angel's eye. Those tears fell all around me, and they washed my sins away. Now everything is cool, everything's okay. is cool. Everything's okay. Why, just before last Christmas, my baby went away. And I found it real surprising for myself to hear me say that everything is cool. Everything's okay. Everything is cool. Everything's okay. Why, it was just before last Christmas, my baby went away.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good night. Thanks a lot.